What's up, baseball fans? So today I'm going to be going over my top catching prospects heading into 2020. Before I get started, I just wanted to let you know that I started a podcast called The Grandstands. It focuses solely on the Red Sox. So if you are a Red Sox fan or if you just want to take a listen, go ahead and check it out on Anchor or Spotify. So let's not waste any time. Let's get to my top catching prospects heading into 2020. At number 1, I have Dalton Varsho. Coming in first on this list is the top catching prospect in the Diamondbacks farm system, Dalton Varsho, who is probably the most athletic catcher on this list. He was drafted out of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee back in 2017 by the D-backs, and he's been a fun player to watch ever since. In 162 games over 3 seasons in college, he hit .335 with 24 homers, 126 RBIs, and an OPS of 1,000. He's had continued success over 241 games across 3 seasons in the minors with stints in rookie ball, low A, high A, and double A, hitting .301 with 37 homers, 142 RBIs, and an OPS of 879. He had his best season in 2019 though, where he played 108 games at double A, hitting .301 with 18 homers, 58 RBIs, and an 899 OPS. He hits very well, simply just due to a short, simple swing, a mature approach at the plate, good hand-eye coordination, as well as the ability to hit to all fields. What really makes him stand out though, among all catchers, is his speed. At AA last year, he stole 21 bases and has 47 overall in his minor league career. He's always been very fast for a catcher dating back to college, where he stole 32 bases. Scouts also rave about his ability to run the bases well. Because of his speed, he has the ability to play outfield positions as well. To go along with solid hitting and his above average speed is the fielding. Because of his athleticism, he's a good blocker, but his below average arm strength holds him back a smidge, but he's able to make up for it due to the fact that he transfers the ball from glove to hand very quickly. Overall, Varsho is an exciting player to keep an eye on and should be very fun to watch in the future. At number 4, I have Luis Campuzano. Coming in at number 4, I have Luis Campuzano, who is from a very deep San Diego Padres farm system, and there is a lot to like here. He's the only catcher to be drafted out of high school on this list, in which he was drafted in the second round of the 2017 draft out of Cross Creek High School in Georgia. During his time in the minors since then, he's made tremendous strides. Since 2017, he's played in 217 games that include stints in rookie ball, single A, high single A, and the Arizona Fall League. Overall, he's hit .304 with 22 homers, 146 RBIs, and an 816 OPS. The hit and power tool really came on in 2019 though, when he had a very good season in 110 games at high single A, hitting .325 with 15 homers and 81 RBIs, along with a 906 OPS. To go along with this, he walked more than he struck out, and he also won the batting title in the California League. Scouts rave about his strength and ability to make consistent hard contact, but he is still working on elevating the ball more, which could lead to more home runs down the road. While he has a great bat, he's also very good on the defensive side as well. As well as having good strength, he's also pretty flexible, which helps him when it comes to blocking. While he's made tremendous strides with his framing, scouts think he still has some work to do with his throwing due to the fact that his plus arm is canceled out because he tends to throw from his knees a lot. Overall, he already has a good set of offensive skills, and with some improvements in the defensive game, he could be a very good catcher overall down the road. At number 3, I have Shaun Murphy. Up next, we have the Oakland A's top catching prospect, Shaun Murphy. He was actually called up to the majors for 20 games in September of last year, and as of right now, he is projected to be the starting catcher for the A's heading into 2020. He was drafted in the 3rd round of the 2016 MLB draft by the A's out of Wright State University, where he played very well. In 2 seasons at Wright State, he hit .309 with 14 homers and 104 RBIs, along with a .408 on base. In 235 games across 4 seasons in the minors so far, he's only hit .267 along with a .797 OPS. However, in 2019, he made some really good strides where we saw an uptick in the power department, where he hit 11 of those 34 career minor league homers, along with adding 4 in his limited time with Oakland in September. Overall, during his time in the minors last year, he was limited to 41 games thanks to knee surgery the prior offseason, but he hit .293 with 31 RBIs to go along with those 11 homers, as well as a .964 OPS. So you can tell he can hit well thanks to a short swing that gives him 20 to 25 home run potential. Along with this, scouts say he has a polished defensive game thanks to great athleticism and awesome agility. He blocks and frames at a plus level. He's a mature game caller for pitchers, but most of all, he has a plus arm, one of the best in the minor leagues. Overall, he has been dogged by injuries so far in his career, but if he can stay healthy, he's going to have a very solid future and could be one of the best catchers in the game. At number 2, I have Joey Bart. For the past decade, Giants fans have been spoiled in the catching department thanks to arguably a Hall of Fame worthy career from Buster Posey. As his career starts to go more into the latter half, the Giants have yet another young catcher with a lot of promise on the horizon, and that's Joey Bart. Before turning pro, he played 144 games across 3 seasons at Georgia Tech, hitting .321 with 30 homers, 112 RBIs, and an OPS of .930. He was then drafted 2nd overall in the 2018 draft by the Giants. There is plenty to like about Joey Bart, who doesn't really show many flaws. He has a really good hit tool, but definitely has a better power tool thanks to his strength and his ability to produce solid bat speed. On the defensive side, he has a plus arm thanks to his ability to catch and release the ball quickly, as well as making strong throws. He still has a bit to work on with framing and blocking, but it's already pretty decent. So far in 130 games in the minors, with AA being the highest he's played, he's hit .284 with 29 homers, 88 RBIs, and an .875 OPS. Bart has actually dealt with a couple of broken hands in the last year, but he's still made tremendous strides despite the injuries. Also, he was playing very well in spring training. Overall, he's well in line to take over as the catcher of the future in San Francisco, and we could see him much sooner with Posey opting out this season. And at number 1, I have Addison Rushman. If you want a future catcher that can practically do it all, like hit for average, hit for power, fields extremely well, has a great arm, well then Addison Rushman is your guy, hands down. He's by far the best catching prospect in the game right now and ranks as the number 4 prospect on MLB.com. Before being drafted number 1 overall by the Baltimore Orioles in the 2019 draft, he played 185 games in 3 seasons at Oregon State, hitting .352 with 28 homers, 174 RBIs, a ridiculous .575 on base percentage, and a 1.032 OPS overall. He's only played 37 games so far in the minors, with single A being the highest he's gone at the moment. Overall, in those 37 games, he's only hit .254 with 4 homers, 26 RBIs, but he did have a .350 on base. Regardless, he should move through the Orioles system rather quickly, with a major league arrival time estimated to be in 2021 at the earliest. So what makes him so good? Let's start with the hit tool, where he can hit from both sides of the plate, and he makes consistent hard contact thanks to a consistent swing path. That leads us to the power, which didn't come until after his freshman year in college. After he grew more into his frame, doubles started turning into homers, and what really helps Rushman be so good is his plate discipline. As I said earlier, he had a .575 on base percentage in college, and already in his first 37 pro games, he has a .350 on base. As for the defense, he's been touted as a pitcher's dream due to his excellent framing, his plus arm, and his ability to call games. Overall, Rushman is a kind of player that can change the course of a franchise, and that's what the Orioles desperately need right now. So that's my list. Tell me what you think down below in the comments. Did I miss anyone? Let me know. But that's all I got for right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.